Hey, Dodgers fans. Today we're diving deep into everything happening with the team, from pitching prospects to the latest moves in the bullpen, and there's a lot to unpack. Let's start with the young arms making waves in the organization. Every team has its high-profile stars, but the Dodgers have a rare ability to identify talent that can impact the major leagues immediately, while also maintaining a strong pipeline of future contributors. Freddie Peralta has proven himself at the big league level. And while there's always excitement around new names like Emma Sheen, the Dodgers' track record shows that they know how to balance potential with proven production. Sheen has shown flashes of brilliance, no doubt, but it's Peralta and others who have already established themselves as reliable forces on the mound. That kind of depth is exactly why the Dodgers can make strategic moves that most other teams simply can't afford. The Dodgers' strength is not just in one superstar. It's in the depth of their roster. They can explore opportunities to acquire high-impact players without risking the future because they have multiple players ready to step up if a move doesn't go as planned. This approach is rare in baseball because, unlike basketball or football, draft picks can't be traded in the same way. The Dodgers understand that securing a proven major league performer often outweighs gambling on potential. Players with demonstrated success, like Peralta, provide certainty, while rising talents like Sheen offer room for growth. The organization's decisions are guided by experience, analytics, and a clear vision of both short-term and long-term impact, allowing them to manage talent in ways that other franchises envy. One of the unique advantages of the Dodgers is their ability to develop multiple pitchers simultaneously. Players like Gavin Stone, River Ryan, Robleski, and Sheen all come through the system in waves, meaning the team can afford to move one if the right opportunity arises. Losing a prospect doesn't cripple the rotation because there's always another arm ready to contribute. Occasionally, a team might regret letting a player like Yordan Alvarez go, seeing him thrive elsewhere. But for the Dodgers, those instances are exceptions rather than the rule. Their evaluation and development processes are highly reliable, allowing fans to trust that if the front office prioritizes one player over another, it's based on thoughtful, evidence-backed judgment. Looking closer at Sheen's performance, it's clear that while he has major league experience, his workload has not yet reached the levels of pitchers like Skins or Scubble. Sustaining excellence over a long season separates good pitchers from elite ones. Strikeout-to-walk ratios, innings pitched, batting average against, and fielding independent pitching all define the long-term impact a player can have. Sheen has proven he can compete at the top level, but the comparison with others who have maintained dominance over more extended stretches is inevitable. The Dodgers, however, have the luxury of assessing these factors carefully, weighing Sheen's potential against the immediate impact of established veterans like Peralta. It's a balancing act, but one that the organization has mastered over decades. Trading decisions are never taken lightly. High potential does not automatically make a player untouchable. The Dodgers have demonstrated that they are willing to make trades that strengthen the team at the right moment, even if it means parting with a promising prospect. This philosophy is part of what has made them one of the most dominant franchises in baseball history, with championships in 2020, 24, and 25, and strong contention for 26. The goal is always to maximize the roster's potential while maintaining flexibility, ensuring that the team can continue to compete at the highest level. For fans, this means trusting the leadership to make choices that are informed, strategic, and ultimately focused on winning. Bruce Gratterall's situation illustrates this philosophy perfectly. The Dodgers avoided arbitration, securing him for another year at nearly the same salary as last season. On paper, this seems straightforward, but the reality is much more complex. Gratterall has struggled with injuries, pitching only a handful of innings over the past couple of seasons due to setbacks from shoulder and hamstring issues. Yet his talent is undeniable. When healthy, he can throw effortlessly at triple-digit speeds, reminiscent of watching elite pitchers like Ohtani, yet with a natural, fluid delivery that makes it look almost easy. For the Dodgers, this is a calculated risk. Even if Gratterall doesn't contribute heavily, the financial impact is minimal compared to the potential upside he offers when fully fit. The bullpen remains one of the most unpredictable areas in baseball. Even the most talented relief pitchers can fluctuate from year to year. Consistency is rare, which makes a pitcher like Gratterall both valuable and difficult to rely upon. The Dodgers have experienced this firsthand, with other bullpen arms facing injuries and inconsistency in recent seasons. Gratterall's presence provides a potential high-reward option, even if the outcome is uncertain. This kind of strategic depth is what allows the team to navigate the long grind of season, managing workloads and balancing risks while remaining in contention for the playoffs and beyond. What's remarkable is how the Dodgers approach each player and decision without fear. They scout extensively, evaluate analytically, and are willing to make moves that other teams might shy away from. Whether it's a trade, a promotion from the minors, or a calculated gamble on a pitcher returning from injury, the organization approaches it all with a disciplined yet opportunistic mindset. Their history is filled with examples of prospects moving on, trades paying off, and careful planning resulting in sustained success. For fans, this creates confidence that decisions are based on strategy, not speculation, and that the team is always thinking several steps ahead. Even when evaluating young players with high ceilings, the Dodgers weigh every factor meticulously. They understand that major league production is measurable and concrete, and they prioritize players who have proven their abilities at that level. Sheen has performed well, but his window is smaller compared to veterans like Peralta, who have demonstrated their skills over multiple seasons. By carefully balancing proven talent with potential, the Dodgers maximize both immediate results and long-term stability. It's this careful orchestration that has defined their approach to building a roster capable of sustained success. At the end of the day, being a Dodgers fan today means having faith in the system. The front office, coaching staff, and development teams work in concert to ensure that the organization remains at the top of the sport. From strategic trades to managing prospects, they have cultivated a culture where decisions are calculated, data-informed, and focused on winning. The depth of the roster allows for flexibility. The scouting and development ensure a steady flow of talent, and the willingness to make smart gambles creates opportunities that other teams can only envy. Every move is part of a bigger plan, and the fans are along for the ride, witnessing the careful crafting of a team that not only competes, but dominates in the present and builds for the future. Now, let's shift our focus to the bullpen and the broader pitching strategy for the Dodgers. One of the most fascinating aspects of this team is how they manage relief pitching, which is arguably the hardest part of baseball to predict. Even the most talented bullpen arms can fluctuate wildly from season to season, making consistency a rare commodity. That's why someone like Bruce Gratterall is such a unique case. He's one of those pitchers who, when healthy, can completely alter the dynamic of a game. His fastball sits comfortably at triple-digit velocity, yet he throws it effortlessly, almost casually, and that's a weapon few teams can rely on consistently. The Dodgers know this, and that's why they're willing to take a calculated gamble, locking him in for a season where, if he delivers, the payoff is enormous. In baseball, especially in a long season, managing innings and player availability is critical. The Dodgers have mastered this with their rotation and bullpen depth. They don't just rely on one or two stars to carry the team. They develop multiple options and rotate talent strategically. This approach allows them to absorb setbacks, whether due to injury or performance fluctuations. A pitcher may struggle, get injured, or simply fail to live up to projections, but the system is robust enough to compensate. That's why trading a promising talent like Sheen isn't a catastrophic risk. The Dodgers have a queue of young arms ready to step up. It's this depth that separates the Dodgers from many other franchises and ensures they remain competitive year after year. The idea of untouchable players is largely a myth with the Dodgers. Every asset is evaluated in the context of team needs, potential impact, and timing. High potential is exciting, but proven major league production is invaluable. Sheen is talented, no doubt, and has contributed to back-to-back championships, but the front office knows that leveraging him for the right piece could elevate the rotation to an entirely new level. For a team in its current competitive window, the The priority is maximizing the roster's ability to win now, while still preserving future flexibility. This mindset has guided their most successful trades and acquisitions over the past decade, allowing the Dodgers to consistently field teams capable of contending for the pennant. Another aspect of Dodgers strategy that stands out is how they approach prospects and player development. Young arms like Gavin Stone, River Ryan, Robleski, and others come through the system fully vetted, ensuring that the team has multiple options at nearly every position. This depth enables them to explore trades, make roster adjustments, and absorb injuries without panic. Other franchises might hesitate to trade a top prospect because losing one player could leave them vulnerable. Not the Dodgers. Their scouting and development pipeline is so deep that they can convert talent into wins while maintaining long-term organizational stability. It's a model that few teams can replicate, and it's a major reason why the Dodgers have remained at the top of the league. Let's talk about the practical implications of these strategic moves. When a pitcher like Gratterall comes off a long layoff, it's impossible to predict exactly how he will perform. He could dominate, struggle, or deliver something in between. The Dodgers understand this uncertainty and build contingencies into their roster. That's why other bullpen arms are carefully managed and why rotations are structured to absorb fluctuations. Players who can consistently deliver, like Edwin Diaz in the closer role, provide stability, while high-upside pitchers like Gratterall offer the potential to change the course of a series or a critical playoff game. The combination of stability and upside is a hallmark of Dodgers' roster construction. In addition, the organization's track record of evaluating and moving players shows remarkable foresight. Past trades and minor league promotions have often resulted in net gains, even when individual transactions seemed risky at the time. Players like Jeter Downs and Kyber Ruiz were once seen as untouchable or as cornerstone prospects, yet strategic trades involving them helped secure pieces that became integral to the team's success. This ability to see the bigger picture, to balance short-term performance with long-term planning, is one of the reasons the Dodgers have achieved sustained excellence. Every move is carefully considered, and fans can trust that decisions are data-driven and grounded in experience. The interplay between potential and performance is especially important in the context of pitching. A young pitcher may have electric stuff, but translating that into consistent results over the course of a full season is a completely different challenge. Sheen has proven he can perform at the major league level, but Peralta has done it over multiple seasons, showing durability and reliability that matter in high-stakes situations. The Dodgers weigh these factors meticulously, understanding that consistency and proven ability often outweigh raw potential when making decisions that could impact a playoff run. It's this rigorous evaluation that keeps the organization ahead of the curve. Dodgers fans also benefit from the franchise's willingness to take measured risks. Strategic trades, selective acquisitions, and careful player management all demonstrate a balance of caution and opportunism. For example, acquiring or moving players like Sheen or Gratterall isn't done impulsively. It's part of a broader vision of roster construction. The team constantly evaluates options, both within their system and externally, looking for ways to maximize competitive advantage. This mindset ensures that even in a long, grueling season, the Dodgers are positioned to capitalize on opportunities that other teams might miss. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. In a move that has sent shockwaves through Major League Baseball circles, whispers are growing louder that the Los Angeles Dodgers are preparing a blockbuster bid for one of the sport's brightest stars. Fernando Tatis Jr. sources close to the situation suggest that the Dodgers, long known for their willingness to make bold moves in pursuit of championship glory, are readying what could be a transformative offer designed to reshape both their lineup and the league's balance of power. Tatis, whose combination of power, speed, and charisma has made him a fan favorite and a marketable superstar, has been at the center of trade speculation for months. While the San Diego Padres have insisted that he remains untouchable, The allure of a deal that could bring in multiple top-tier prospects has reportedly caught the attention of both front offices. Insiders hint that the Dodgers' pitch may include not only a package of highly touted minor leaguers, but also established players capable of contributing immediately, signaling a willingness to go all in for a player who can redefine their roster. The potential acquisition of Tatis would represent a seismic shift for Los Angeles, pairing his electric presence with an already stacked lineup featuring some of the game's most consistent performers. Analysts are already speculating on the ripple effects such a move could have across the league, from divisional dynamics to playoff projections. While nothing is confirmed, the mere suggestion of Tatis in Dodger blue has ignited a flurry of conversation among fans and pundits alike, with social media lighting up with speculation, excitement, and, naturally, a fair share of skepticism. For the Padres, the decision would not be easy. Trading a generational talent like Tatis carries enormous risk, but the possibility of receiving a package capable of securing the franchise's future could be compelling. As whispers turn to rumors and rumors inch toward confirmation, one thing is clear. Major League Baseball might be on the verge of witnessing one of the most headline-grabbing transactions in recent memory. Dodgers fans are holding their breath, and the rest of the league is watching closely, wondering if the City of Angels is about to land a superstar who could change the course of a season and perhaps the next decade. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.